Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of Real Film Reviews Podcast. Like I said, I literally just started talking.
Hey, you just said it.
Cut.
Hey, you just said it.
I'm
You can't just say it when you just started.
How do you wake up dead?
How the hell you wake up dead?
Sorry. Yes, today we're continuing into the MCU with Captain America, the First Avenger from 2011. Did you get to see this one in theaters?
No, I did not. I did not get to see this in theaters. I wish I could have, but I was too damn broke.
Oh, I was a little broke at the time, but I at least I had enough because I tried to see all these in theaters.
Let's see, 2011. I was probably. Yeah, I got laid off from my job and I was out of work for like almost 3 damn years. And yeah, that was horrible.
Oh my God.
That was horrible. Like, depression set in big time. It was horrible.
That was depressing.
I'm just saying, like, anyone out there who's been through that, you know.
It's more depressing than what I went through over this last 6-7 months at least.
Yeah, 3 damn years.
Yeah. Directed by Joe Johnston. Joe Johnston is a popular name in the movies. He worked on, he directed October Sky.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Jurassic Park 3.
Did not know that.
Jumanji.
He directed Jumanji?
And
Nice.
The Rocketeer.
I've never
Do you
seen
remember that movie? I've
heard of it, but I've never
seen it.
I've never seen it.
For
movie.
some reason, it never comes up. And I think it's on Disney Plus, and I may watch it one day. For the life of me, I cannot remember. Screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. Ooh. Those two would go on to, after this, write probably like most of the number one movies in the MCU, especially the last 2 Avenger movies.
That's right, yeah.
And I think also the last the last 2 Captain America movies. No, the 2 in the
Winter
middle.
Soldier and Civil War?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Corbett, how many Captain America movies are there?
Okay. Let's see. First Avenger, Winter Soldier, Civil War. That's all I know of right now.
Did you know that there was 4 more?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there was a cereal that they called it back in the day.
I heard of
movies
the cereal.
Of Captain America.
Yeah.
And in 1979, there was 2 made-for-TV movies.
Okay.
There was Captain America, and then Captain America 2: Death Too Soon, or something like that. I don't know. And then,
wow.
And then there was one in the 90s just called Captain America.
See, I never even realized that.
I doubt that I'll be ever able to find the old one from the 44 serials.
44.
But those 3 movies, they are on DVD, but they are hard to find. But it's not impossible. I can't find them streaming because I already looked it up before I did this.
You figured it. I'm pretty sure, since a lot of people probably have never heard of them, that it was probably low budget film. So.
Oh yeah, the main guy playing him was Reb Brown. He was a popular actor from that time. I didn't look up anything else he was in, but we may talk about that more one day. Maybe not this year, but one day I would like to watch them and possibly talk about them because I don't know how they aged.
Right.
I think one of them I only saw the last 30 minutes, but I don't even remember what it was.
I'd never known that.
But produced once again by Kevin Feige, starring Chris Evans, Tommy Lee Jones, Hugo Weaving, Haley Atwell, Sebastian Stan, Dominic Cooper, Toby Jones, Neil McDonough, Derek Luke, and Stanley Tucci.
I like Neil McDonough. I like him.
He is a good actor. Did you hear about that controversy that he had like a few years ago?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Because he refused to kiss another actress because he only wanted to kiss his wife.
See, I understand that because there's not a lot of guys who are that dedicated to their wife. So I understand that. And some people don't want to mess up their marriage.
A lot of actors and actresses who are married with each other, who also do other stuff with other people, it's like they don't have a problem with it. And it's not really a bad thing, but the guy he doesn't want to kiss anybody. And honestly, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But it's like if you don't want to kiss another woman, just fucking get over it. Okay? I'm just saying.
Y'all get over it.
But every time I think of him, I think of Angels in the Outfield.
Yep.
You remember him? Yep. He was so dumb in that movie.
Well, he punched himself in the face.
He was wow.
Yeah, he spit out something.
I think it was his tooth.
Yeah, I was trying to, if it was his gum or his tooth. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I was trying to figure that out too, but I think it was his tooth.
The cinematography by Shelley Johnson, edited by Jeffrey Ford and Robert Dalva, music by Alan Silvestri, which this guy's name will probably come up a lot in the MCU run because I think that he did the music. At least he did like Back to the Future and stuff.
He did Back to the Future from what I understand.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he did all of the Avenger movies.
Okay.
Including the upcoming Doomsday at the end of the year. So he's not done yet with them.
That's awesome.
He's in like the top 3 of movie composers that I know of. Number 1, of course, is John Williams, who wrote like the best musical scores of all time.
Yeah.
Including Star Wars and Jurassic Park.
That's just amazing.
Alan Silvestri, he also did Predator, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator, and other things too.
Yeah.
And of course, Danny Elfman, who started off as a singer for a band and ended up just doing music, mostly with Sam Raimi and Tim Burton.
There was another composer that you'll probably know him as soon as I mention him, Philip Glass.
Name sounds familiar, but I can't think of anything.
Well, I mean, I think he mainly did a lot of scores in maybe the late 70s and early 80s and stuff like that. But if I'm not mistaken, if I am wrong, please say so. But he did the score during the remastered version of Dracula, 1931. Because remember how Dracula had no music whatsoever?
Yeah.
Because the director, Todd Browning, was used to making silent movies. So I think Dracula was his first talking movie, but there was no music. So if you notice in the movie, there's a lot of silent parts. If you notice that.
It's been a long time since I watched Dracula, but I would like to talk about all this one day.
But yeah, he did. He went back like years and years later and did the score.
That's awesome.
For that movie.
That's great.
It was really creepy too. It really was.
Movie was released July 22nd, 2011 on a budget, it said, between $140 and $216.7 million, which is a big old between. Like, do they know? But the box office was only $370.6 million. It made its money.
It did, yeah.
But, so, during World War II, Steve Rogers, a frail man, is transformed into the super soldier Captain America and must stop the Red Skull from using the Tesseract as an energy source for world domination. Chris Evans is awesome as Captain America in this movie, by the way, Rogers.
Speaking of Chris Evans, there was quite a bit of people who auditioned for the role of Steve Rogers or / Captain America.
The only one I really know of, and he joked about it on one of the late night shows.
Yep.
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski was one of them. Yep.
He said he was trying on the Captain America suit, and then at the time, the other actors were there. Chris Hemsworth walked by with no shirt on, with his muscles, and he goes, "Hey, mate," and just walked away. He goes, "Yeah, I don't think I can do this.
I can't do this." That just ruined it.
That's the only one I know. But he ended up coming back playing a Marvel character down the road.
But during the early talks about it, turns out Sam Worthington and Will Smith were a part of it.
Will Smith?
Yeah. Will Smith was a part of it. That okay. And then also they had a guy named Chase Crawford. Apparently he was in that show Gossip Girl. I mean, I've never seen the show.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the guy that played Murtaugh. No,
are you talking about in
the Lethal Weapon TV show?
Yeah, TV series.
The Mel Gibson character.
Yeah, not Murtaugh. Murtaugh was Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Damn it. Riggs.
He played Riggs. If I'm not mistaken.
Chase Crawford was actually I guess he auditioned for it and didn't get it. But also they had Channing Tatum. Dane Cook.
Huh.
How weird.
Can you imagine him throwing the shield like, dude, smell my eyes?
Smell my eyes. That would be so freaking funny. Well, they had, let's see, I have the list right here. Of course, John Krasinski, Sebastian Stan, who was, as you know,
the Winter Soldier. Bucky.
Spoiler,
no.
Okay.
Buchanan Barnes.
See a Bucky. Dun, dun, dun. I had to. Sorry. Chris Pratt audition. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Who?
But of course, he went on to be Star-Lord.
Of course.
Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son, tried out for the part.
I can see it.
I think it would have possibly worked.
I think he's short. I'm not saying like short. Super short.
Like he might be like 5'7", 5'8", maybe something like that. He's taller than Barry. I'm sorry, that's a friend of mine.
Does he watch this? Does he watch these?
I don't know. Probably. Wilson Bethel from the Daredevil series on Netflix. He tried out for Captain America.
Who is he who is he in Daredevil?
I'm not sure. Oh, Bullseye. He was Bullseye.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was Bullseye.
Have you ever watched that show, Daredevil on Netflix?
I have not, and I want to because I heard it was good.
They had 3 seasons of it on Netflix.
Yeah.
And then Disney Plus released last year Daredevil Born Again, which is like a continuation, but like they changed a few things.
Right.
And then season 2 comes out. I think we're in March right now. Yeah, this
March.
month. So.
March. Okay, and here's another one. Ryan Felipe, who played Barry from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh.
Cruel Intentions with Reese Witherspoon and all them.
Who he's married to Reese Witherspoon, isn't he?
I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know. They have another one. A lot of people might know this one. Kellen Lutz. He was one of the vampires on the Twilight series. He tried out for Steve Rogers.
Oh.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, yeah.
One of the Skarsgård brothers. He tried out. Jensen Ackles from Supernatural and My Bloody Valentine, the remake.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He's tried out.
He's also Soldier Boy in The Boys.
That's right. Soldier Boy, that's right. Wyatt Russell from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Kurt Russell's son.
Yep.
Looks just like him.
But I also know him from 22 Jump Street.
He was in 22
him and Channing Tatum were best friends in the
oh my God, yeah.
They played best friends in the show. But that's it.
Damn.
Yeah. That many.
That's literally I didn't even get to do that in my list. I didn't find all that in my list.
Oh, you didn't find all that? Okay.
No, thank you though.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So,
while I was doing the research for it and everything like that, I didn't even realize that many people were involved in it.
Of course, the better one picked out, but a lot of them went on to do good things. So, in April of 1997, Marvel Studios was in negotiation with Mark Gordon and Gary Levinson to produce Captain America, and Larry Wilson and Leslie Bowen were set to write a script. In May 2000, Marvel teamed with Artesian Entertainment to help finance the film. However, a lawsuit arose between Marvel Comics and Joe Simon over the ownership of Captain America rights, disrupting the development process of the film. The lawsuit was eventually settled in September 2003. Following the settlement, Marvel was prepared to license the film rights to Warner Brothers until producer David Maisel suggested the company produce the film themselves. So, and they wanted to make it a period piece,
right,
set around World War II,
right,
but they didn't want to include Nazis, even though Kevin Feige, the producer, he said that he wouldn't have. It wouldn't have been bad that they did that, but a lot of movies like to use Nazis as bad guys, so they just went ahead and used Hydra, which is
right.
already in the comics
Hydra was already
like a
there,
bad group, back in that time. So it was almost like they did use Nazis. They were
pretty much. Yeah, they were actually.
And they wanted to make it a movie like it was a man out of time, which is, of course, what Captain America is.
Yeah.
Raised in the 40s.
Yep.
And then frozen and then woken up in modern time. So.
Can you imagine that? All those years frozen and waking up in a completely different time. God, I couldn't imagine that. Like,
also too, Joe Johnston, when he also did effects works for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh wow!
And a couple of the Star Wars movies too.
I kind of figured you had something to do with that with Star Wars, but I didn't think Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all I got. So, you ready to get into this?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, so if you notice how I've been doing my notes, I used to have my notebook, and then I decided to type them out. But these last pages right here are handwritten notes.
So
you know what happened there?
No, what happened?
So I was typing it on my computer.
Don't tell me.
Hold on. I was getting to literally the end, the last couple of lines.
Oh no!
My screen turns off.
Oh no!
And I know I wasn't typing it, but I kind of paused for a moment to get a drink.
Right.
I had my drink next to me. And then the screen kind of goes black, and that usually happens whenever kind of like not like necessarily the screensaver, but it does that. It shuts down for a second.
Right.
So I'm sitting there clicking, nothing's coming up. I'm like, I'm annoyed. So I decided to press the button by the computer, and then the little white light comes on, and I get back in, and it's all erased. The power went out.
Damn!
A literal power flip.
Damn.
It went out and then came back on in a matter of like 5 seconds.
Everything
and I
was
didn't even
gone.
I didn't have the TV on. I do this work in the living room where the computer is. None of the lights are on. It's in the middle of the day. And
I'd have after I got back on, wrote just a big bold letter. Fuck you.
Fuck. But we're going to use my handwritten notes. So some of them, I don't know if I'll be missing stuff, but this is just, like I said, my notes are just something to follow of certain things that I wanted to talk about. It doesn't have to be word for word for the movie. It's just stuff that I feel important, then I type it out. So.
All the writing that you did for the notes, stuff like that, I'm surprised your hand didn't.
Yeah.
Block up on you.
Strong hand.
Did you know he did not actually say that in the movie?
Yeah, I just found that out too.
He did not say it.
Take my little hand.
You got to take my little hand. That's how. The only time he referred to it as strong hand is whenever he was helping Cindy with her bags in her room. He's like, I got to use my strong hand. That's the only time he referred to it.
You know what's funny that you talk about that, because I was watching a video of someone reacting to that movie, and it gets towards the end of the movie where Hanson grabs someone by the throat with that hand, and it's like that is his strong hand.
It is. I mean,
oh, those movies are great. They definitely need a rewatch. All right, so I forgot where we are. Where they are. They find it, but they're talking about something frozen in the ice, and some Russian oilers came upon it.
Yeah.
They asked why no one seen it, and they said the landscapes have changed over the years, which we'll get to that at the end.
Right.
They end up using some laser to cut in, and they get inside, and they realize it's like a big plane, because they walk towards the cockpit, and they see something frozen in the ice, and he moves it with his hand. You see the outline of the shield, and he's like, call the colonel. He's like, sir, it's 3 a.m. The colonel's sleeping. I don't care what
time
it is.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what time it is. This one's waited long enough. And cuts to the outside of the church in
1944.
1944. Actually, I think it was earlier.
43, I think.
42 or 43. In Normandy?
Was it? Yeah, it was. It was 43 in Normandy because those were they monks or something like that?
I was just a church keeper.
Yeah,
but the church keeper seemed familiar to me. And in my notes, I forgot to write his name down, but he plays Filch, the caretaker of Hogwarts in the Harry Potter movies.
He was on
Walden Frey in Game of Thrones. Yep. Such a despicable character.
He was like, I couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand him and Bolton, yeah,
Ramsay Bolton,
and
Joffrey.
Joffrey was horrible. I was like, I just want to choke your fucking eyes out of your head.
Squeeze.
Like, I'm sorry.
Hold your head underwater until the bubble stop. And then, so Johann Schmidt pulls up. He comes in, and he's looking for something, a cube. And the guy says we don't have it, but he ends up killing one of his people, and he threatens his family, and he finds in a coffin just a glass cube, and he calls it a fake, and he throws it, and it breaks, and then he threatens his family, and he points to where it is in the wall, and he's going to tell the story basically about Odin and the 9 realms and all that, but keeping something hidden on Earth. And he opens the drawer to the little secret thing, and you see a big bright light come out, and I don't think they show it at that moment.
No, not at that moment.
Yeah, he ends up shooting the dude, and he has blood on his thing, and he kind of, if you notice, like, he moves a little, you can see like some red under his eye, like he's pulling his eyelash down.
Yeah.
And it cuts to
he had to fix his face.
Yeah, he cuts to Steve Rogers in a recruitment place, wanting to get in the army to sign up, but they won't let him because he has a laundry list of health problems, and plus he's so tiny. And I never did this before, but as I was watching the movie, I was like, you know what? Because they show the list of what he's got for a second. You know, I didn't write them all down, but I wrote a few.
Well, I think the biggest one, was it a heart condition or asthma?
It says asthma, chronic or frequent colds, high blood pressure,
right,
and heart trouble.
Heart trouble, yeah. So it was both. Okay.
And he says that his dad died of mustard gas in the 107th. It and his mom was a nurse in the TB ward. Got hit, couldn't shake it.
Right.
So he's by himself. Like, God, I just want to give him a hug.
But it's crazy because I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, his head is really big for his body.
There's only a couple of scenes in this entire movie, in my opinion, that work right with Chris Evans' head on a tiny body.
Yeah.
And there's also some scenes where it looks weird.
Well, the scenes were...
I know that's not Chris Evans. They took a little guy and then his head. They had to make it look real.
Well,
it just... Sometimes it doesn't work.
Well, the scenes where he doesn't have his shirt on and stuff like that. He's going through the checkups and all that. Yeah, you could tell that.
Yeah, when he doesn't have his shirt on. Yeah.
Now, there's some scenes like the part where he's riding in the car with other people. That kind of doesn't look right, but there's one scene that really stands out that kind of makes it look like it fits. Is when he's fighting the dude in the alley and Bucky comes up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets they say he can't enlist for his asthma alone. And he's like, just give me a chance. And he goes, I'm saving your life. Mm-hmm. So he just goes on by his business. I think they go to a theater to watch something.
Yep.
Some propaganda thing about the war.
Right.
And people are crying and some heckler's yelling, like, start the cartoon!
I was like,
he's like, what? Hey, you want to shut up? And then the dude gets up, turns around, looks at him, and it's like, he doesn't say it, but it's almost like one of those things where he'd go,
yeah, because he's so much bigger than him.
And then he's getting his ass kicked in the alley. He knocks him down. When he gets up, he's holding up a
trash can lid,
foreshadowing.
Yep.
And he's like, I could do this all day. And he beats the shit out of him.
He beats the hell out of him.
He's about to get hit again, and then Bucky comes to save him, his friend Bucky.
Like, it was. I felt so bad because he was getting his ass kicked. It's like but it was cool because he just kept taking it. Like, that's a strong little dude.
So he notices that Bucky's wearing a suit, so he gets called to the 107. So before they do that, before he leaves, they decide to go on dates.
Yep, double date. Yep,
double date. Which one of the girls is Jenna Coleman. She was one of the female companions on Doctor Who. I don't remember which Doctor Who, because I don't watch Doctor Who. My wife does. Like, I've seen some, but I just know her from
I've seen a few episodes, yeah.
I don't remember who the other... the other girl, shit. I wrote it down in the other thing because she was someone, but now I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
So they go to the Stark Expo, and they have like a recruitment office there too. He wants to do that, but they're having a presentation by Howard Stark, Tony's dad, about a flying car.
Oh no!
Stop. So he's trying to do the flying car thing and it don't work. He's like, "I told you we were a few years old." His kind of nervous face, like, But there was a
he didn't know it was gonna end up that bad.
Yeah, but there was a scene too where as he's demonstrating it, it's like Bucky and the two girls are in the front, and Steve's behind one of the girls. He leans over and tries to offer some, I think, popcorn or peanuts.
I think it was peanuts.
And she kind of looks down and kind of gives him a look. It's like, bitch, he just offered you some popcorn.
Yeah, like, oh my god, you stuck up, bitch.
Steve.
Slap the shit out of her.
So then, they show people standing in front of the thing, and then he stands and he's like, boom, right here.
Yeah.
So
he's so tiny.
There were also two. I forgot to write down the information, like I said, because of my notes. But when there's that wide shot where you see a glass case and it has like a red jumpsuit in it, that is a Easter egg for the original Human Torch.
Yep.
Not the Johnny Storm Human Torch. It's another character.
I heard about that.
I did look it up to see if there was a difference, and there is. However, like I said, I forgot to write it down. But if anybody wants to look it up, go right there.
Yeah, I heard about that because I was kind of interested in what it was all about. And
So he wants to go, and also too on his lists of getting in the army and stuff, he lies on all of them. He's from different places, and it's against the law. And he's like, they're going to catch you. And all what Steve wants to do is help.
That's all he wants to do his part in the war.
He wants to do the right thing. While he's talking to Bucky about this, Dr. Erskine, played by old Stanley Tucci, about to walk in, and he hears them having the conversation. And he's like, all these people laying down their lives. He's like, I shouldn't be no different or something. Yep. So Bucky's got to go, and he's like, don't do anything stupid till I get back. He's like, how can I?
You took all the stupid with you.
And they hug, and it's like just good people. And all what Steve wants to do, like they said, is just join. So he goes in there, and the doctor's checking him out, but the nurse comes in and whispers.
Yep.
And then she leaves, and he goes, "Wait right here." He goes, "Is everything okay?" And he's like, "Just wait here." And like it's so funny, like he's sitting there in the thing, and like in the foreground, you see the sign that says it's illegal to lie on your phone. Yep. So he's getting ready to go and sneak out, and then Dr. Erskine comes in. He goes, "Let me ask you something."
But Stanley Tucci, let me stop you there. There's one movie with him that really sticks out for me. It was a movie that I grew up watching. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it was called Undercover Blues.
No.
With Dennis Quaid and Kathleen Turner.
I've heard about it, though.
He played I want to say he was German. Might have been German. Yeah, he spoke in a German accent and everything like that.
Just like in this movie.
Might have been German. I can't remember, but he went by the name Muerte.
Muerte.
Yeah. But they kept mispronouncing his name, calling him Morty. Like, Morty, what's going on? It's like, it's no Morty, it's Muerte.
He's done a lot of good roles.
But he did very good, yeah.
Another role that sticks out is he plays Emma Stone's dad in the movie Easy A.
Yes.
Which one of my favorite scenes in that movie is she has a little brother. He's a little black boy. He's adopted. And then he's sitting there washing dishes, and then the kid says something about, like, I was adopted. And he like, what? Who told you that?
Who told you that? Yeah. God, that was funny.
He was great. And then, of course, the Hunger Games. And then he played an evil guy in The Lovely Bones. Oh, with Mark Wahlberg. That movie is... Oh.
I'm trying to think of the movie that he played in, but he played a music agent for... Who was it? I can't remember. It'll come to me later. I'm sorry.
No, you good. So Dr. Erskine comes in and asks him, "Do you want to kill Nazis?" And he say, "I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies." So he sees something good in him, and he finally tells him where he's from originally, because he knows that he lied, but he don't care, because he wants him for what he's working on.
He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. And so he passes him, and he's getting ready to go do the thing at the wherever they are. I forgot to write that down too in my notes. But then we cut to Arnim Zola and Johann Schmidt testing the Tesseract, which is the cosmic cube is what it's called. But they call it the Tesseract too. But yeah, they're going to use it to make weapons using its energy. But you got Toby Jones playing Arnim Zola. And does Toby Jones, does he look familiar to you?
He does, but I can't put my finger on it where...
He's been in some things, but his voice is very popular.
Okay, I guess I'm not realizing it.
Master gave Dobby a sock.
No way.
Dobby is free.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's Dobby.
He was Dobby. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it.
The voice to the face.
That is awesome.
But I love how they're in line right here, and Peggy shows up.
That's a beautiful woman right there. I'm just saying.
Haley Atwell, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful woman.
He I guess one of the soldiers was making fun of her accent.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Step forward," and he steps forward.
She decked this.
No, he goes, "Put your right foot out." He's like, "Are you showing me a move? Because I got some moves I want to show you, sweet cheeks." And he's talking in a light voice, kind of like, huh. Winks at her.
Yeah.
And then she punches him in the fucking face, knocks him
She
down.
just decks him in the damn face.
And then Colonel Phillips, played by Tommy Lee Jones, shows up.
Tommy Lee Jones.
He's like, "Get out of there, soldier, get on your feet." And he goes, "Yes, sir."
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He tries to act all big and bad now.
And I love this part.
Yep.
When he's walking, he's like, this person once said that this, and that.
Yeah.
He's like, "We're doing it because we have the best men." And he pauses and he looks at Steve. And they're going to get better.
He pauses and looks.
And we'll personally escort Adolf Hitler to the gates of hell.
Yes.
I love that. The look that he gives him. It's so great.
It's like, are you kidding me? He's in my outfit. What's going on here?
So they do the running and jogging, and then they get to a big pole, and the first person to get it will ride back in the car with Agent Carter, and they all start to jump on it and try to get it, and nobody gets it. Steve is like way back there, so then they decide to go, and then he's just walking up to it, and the guy's like, Rogers, get over here. And he pulls the pin,
and it falls
over, and he grabs the flag, folds it, hands it, and gets in there.
He just gets right into the back.
He don't give a fuck.
He don't give a shit. Like, it was awesome. But I mean, sometimes you just gotta use your brain. Braun's hanging everything.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have never thought of that.
I don't think I would have either.
Because they really said whoever climbs it and gets it, you know. So I'm thinking just to straight up climb it.
Yeah, he did say whoever climbs up there and gets it, but naturally, that's what the first thing that people are going to think of. They're just going to try to climb the pole.
So they're doing push-ups and exercises.
He's not doing too good.
Oh no, it's bad.
He's not doing good at all. Poor dude.
Phillips is not impressed. He goes, "Come on, look at the boy. Stick a needle in his arm and go right through." He's like, "Look at that. He's making me cry."
You know it's bad. I used to be that skinny at one point.
I was too.
I was so skinny, like it was bad.
I looked like I needed a sandwich or two. So he points out why not Sergeant Gomer, the guy that Carter punched out, because he meets all the requirements and
physical strength and everything.
He's looking for something beyond the physical, like. Yeah, and he's like, "What do you mean? He's in perfect shape." He's like, "But he's a bully." He's like, "You don't win war with niceness. You win war with guts." He pulls a pin on a grenade. Grenade! They all run. Except for Steve. He covers up. It's like, a dummy grenade.
Get away! Get away! And he looks up like,
"Is this part of the test?" And he looks at Erskine. He's like, "He's still skinny." And he walks off.
That's right. I remember that.
So they also have that montage too of him trying to climb the rope wall, but he falls.
Yes.
And then crawling under the thing, and then old Gomer kicks the thing, falls down. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's on your team.
Yeah. Why are you being such a dick about? Like, come on, man. I never got that.
I bet you he got through it though. Steve Rogers. I bet you he got through it.
Oh yeah, he got through it.
So, and they also cut again to what is it? Back to Johann Schmidt.
Yeah,
he's getting painted as a portrait, but he turns off the light. But you could tell that he's got no hair and everything. You could tell, but you can't see it through the shadow. And what's his name? Johann told Arnim Zola that he sent his best assassin to go get him.
Yeah,
Heinz Kruger, I think is the name, but I don't think he uses it later. But we're about to get to him. And what's funny is that the guy is painting. You think he's painting like a person. You see a bunch of colors, like darker clothes, I guess, because they wear the black leather and stuff.
Right.
But you look at his thing and it's all red because he was painting the red. Well, we don't see it yet.
The realness, yeah.
Yeah, we don't see it yet. So yeah, Dr. Erskine is talking to Steve about the procedure, and he's getting ready to have a drink with him.
Oh yeah.
But he tells him about what's going to happen is like they're looking for like a good soldier, a super soldier, and he explains to him that he worked on this formula with Johann Schmidt, that we know about, and he said the formula, it was not ready, and it intensified like your personality.
Yeah.
So it's like good becomes great, bad becomes worse. And I wrote down here too, the intensified your personality. That reminds me of probably my favorite joke in an old Bill Cosby stand-up.
Talk about himself? Bill Cosby himself?
Yeah. he was talking about doing drugs,
Yeah.
and he's like, but the one that everyone talks about is cocaine. Everybody likes cocaine. Yeah, I do a few lines. He said he asked someone one time, he's like, what is it about cocaine? Why do you do it? And he said, it intensifies your personality. Yeah, but what if you're an asshole? It's weird talking about Bill Cosby now with all the stuff that we know, and I hate it, kind of like the Chris Benoit stuff. But
once it comes to Bill Cosby, when the allegations came out and all that stuff, he swore up and down that he never did anything like that. And for months and months and months, he said he stuck to his story. He never, but a lot of people do that. But at the same time, finally, they said he confessed. Either he finally felt guilty enough to confess for real, or he just got tired of being pestered all the time and dealing with that shit that he just agreed with. But you don't know. You don't know.
But he's about to have the drink with him. He's like, you have a procedure tomorrow. You can't have any fluids. He's like, you wait till tomorrow? He's like, I don't have a procedure tomorrow. Uh-huh. I can drink right now.
I can drink right now. What was it, schnapps?
Yeah.
Yeah, schnapps, yeah.
So Steve is in a car with Peggy. They're driving down, and he's mentioning about all the places that he was beaten behind. And
I got beat up there in that alley back there.
Behind that store.
Behind that store.
And he's trying to talk to Peggy, but he can't talk to a woman. He calls her a beautiful dame. He's like, you are beautiful, but... and she's like, good God, you don't know how to speak to a woman, dude. He's like, this is the longest conversation I've ever had with one. But he's Steve. He's such a good guy. It's just it always makes me think, like, if he didn't get picked for this program, where would he be?
Yeah, where would he be? Like, it's really sad, to think about.
So they go into an antique store, and there's an old lady there, and she's like, lovely weather we're having. And Peggy's like, yes, but I always carry an umbrella. And she presses a button under the table.
That's a long freaking password, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a long password.
And then you realize that the secret lab that they're going to be doing this test on is underground there. And everyone's waiting up in the booth, and Phillips is talking to, I think, the mayor, and he introduces him to...
Yeah, it was the mayor.
Actor Richard Armitage. Now, I was like, this guy looks familiar. Back in 2014 or 15, there was a show. Well, it started in 2013, but this was the third season. There was a show on NBC called Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen playing Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Okay, if you ever get a chance to watch that show, you need to, because it's damn near a masterpiece.
Nice.
It's so good.
Nice.
But the season 3, the first half, I can't remember what it was about, but the second half was basically their version of Red Dragon.
Oh, yeah, I've seen Red Dragon. That's pretty good, yeah.
Not the Red Dragon movie with Anthony Hopkins. The guy played Francis Dollarhide, the bad guy.
Okay.
Played by Ralph Fiennes, old Voldemort, in the Red Dragon movie.
Okay.
But in the show, it was played by Richard Armitage.
Okay.
He played that character, which he did really good.
He did pretty good.
And he was Thorin Oakenshield in the Hobbit movies. Well, I don't know why I'm holding my hand up like this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he was the main one.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Huh?
What are you doing? What?
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know what. Hey. Oh, fuck.
I get a question. What? What are you doing? I'm kidding.
But yeah, you realize Howard Stark's a part of it, and it's his experiment. Well, his equipment.
Yeah, his equipment. Yeah.
And they're getting Steve ready. Takes his shirt off and everything, and when he does,
you just see his rib cage.
Colonel Phillips is talking to the mayor, and the mayor goes, "Will someone get that kid a sandwich?" But and he lays him down on the table, and he tells him, like, "Did you save any of that schnapps for me?" He's like, "Not as much I'd like." So
he went on a drinking binge that night.
You could tell that there was some other stuff going on that machine, but they laid him down on there first and just gave him a regular shot in the arm. Steve thought that was it. He's like,
"It wasn't too bad."
He's like, "That was penicillin." And so
right.
they strapped him in the thing, and it pushed some needles into the muscles and put him into that tube thing, and it closes, and you can't see his face. And they turn on the power, and it's supposed to give a lot of power, like UV light, I guess. Does that helps him grow? I guess. You know?
Yeah, it's a certain type of light that I guess it just.
But
the formula and all that just pulses through them. I don't know, something like that.
Trying to be all scientific,
it just don't fucking work.
As they're doing it, Steve starts to scream, and Peggy wants him to stop. But as they're about to stop, he's like, "No, I can do this.
I can do this."
You barely see him, but he makes a joke before. He's like, "Is it too late to say I got to go to the bathroom?"
Yeah, that's right.
But they turn it up all the way. There's a power outage. It goes out, comes back. And then it opens, and the music that plays during that,
when it shows the reveal,
so good, and it comes back, and he's all
built like a brick shit house,
yeah. And Peggy's like, "How do you feel?" He's like, taller, and she almost like grabs his titty.
Like she wanted to.
She was gonna.
She was like,
I don't know what that was supposed to be, but they were all happy.
She got all hot and bothered by seeing that, so she was like. No.
And Colonel Phillips and the mayor are happy, and as they leave, you see that old Thorne Oakenshield left the little thing on this thing, but you don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
And everything's going good, and then you realize, and Erskine looks and makes eye contact with him, and then he presses a button, and that thing was an explosion as a distraction. When it blows up, everyone squats down, but Erskine was in such shock. He looked. When he went down, he looked up immediately, and then Hans shot him twice in the chest, and then he fell. And then someone tried to shoot him. They got him.
Yeah, they shot him in the arm. Yeah.
But he escaped. But Steve runs up to him, and this is always like, oh damn, because he would have helped him, but no, he couldn't say anything. But Steve was holding him, and he points at his heart. Tell him, good person, and then he ends up dying. So he goes after Hines, shoots the old lady with the Tommy gun, and she's like, shooting a whole bunch of people getting shot, and then he had someone waiting for him. He gets in the car, and then Peggy gets out there to try to shoot him, and hits the driver. When they're trying to run her over, it hits the driver, but it was coming towards her, and Steve knocks her out of the way.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'll be back," and he takes off running and realizes that he's faster. And there's certain scenes.
That was a cool moment in that part when he realized that he could run like really, really fast. He just takes off. That was
awesome. The jumping over the fence, and then he's running too fast and taking too sharp of a turn and running through the window.
To the window of that store.
But it's funny though is that you can't tell on certain scenes, but he is wearing flesh-colored shoes to make it look like feet, so he can run his feet and he can run far. Because if you try to run as hard as you can on bare feet,
it hurts.
Something's going to go down.
Something's going to
hurt. Yeah, so he had little shoes on.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
But he ends up getting on top of the thing and trying to get him out.
Come on.
And then he tries to pull the door off, and then he ends up falling, and he gets up, holds it like a shield, and there it is with the star again, foreshadowing. And then Hines runs into the crowd, and he grabs a hostage as a little kid. And he's about to, he grabs him and runs, and the mom's upset, so Steve went to go get him. And then he's holding him about to shoot him, and then it doesn't work, but he just throws him into the water. And he runs over to the kid, goes, "Go get him! I can swim!" And he goes.
That was awesome.
Hines jumps into the water and gets in the little submarine thing, and he's about to take off. And then Steve jumps in like a fucking missile, rips the thing open, and then drags
his ass out, throws him up out of the water. That was awesome.
He's like, "Who are you working for?" And he says, "Cut off one head," and then you see him.
He
removes his tooth that has a cyanide capsule and then
And he
bites
bites
it and cuts off another. And it's Hail Hydra and then dies.
I'm sorry. There ain't nothing that important in this world that's gonna make me eat cyanide. I'm sorry. Not gonna happen. Fuck Hydra. I ain't doing.
Yeah, apparently you find out later in the movie too, like how many people they've come across did the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when Hines was running, before he ran out of the place, he grabbed the last serum. And then when Steve threw him out, he dropped it and it broke.
Yeah, it broke.
So Steve's sitting there nosing his muscles and just like, what am I gonna do?
But I like, and going back, he starts shooting at Steve, and Steve rips the freaking door off of the cab.
Yeah.
And used it as a shield.
Wait, I said that.
Oh, you did? I didn't even.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My brain.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Oops.
It's okay though. It happened.
It's been a long week, so leave me alone.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Stop.
Where am I?
You good?
So we get, I lost my place. So they have a group of people that work for Hitler. They go meet Schmidt and all them to show him, and they tell him that he's crazy.
Yeah.
But apparently what he did worked because he couldn't stand what they were saying about him, so he uses his weapon to fucking obliterate him.
Yeah.
And at first, what's his name? Arnim Zola was a little shocked, and the other guys go, "Hail Hydra!" And they cut, and Johann looks at him, and he just goes, "Hail Hydra!" Like, yeah. But
you kind of overdid it right there a little bit, dude.
It's like, chill out, man. He ain't gonna kill you. So we cut to them taking blood from Steve, and because they're going to use his blood to try to keep the serum stuff going, but without Erskine,
it's pretty much impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible. So he what is it? Phillips says, "I asked for an army, and all I got was you."
Was you? Yeah.
So
he pretty much didn't want him going on the front line.
Yeah. Even though he could have done everything.
He could have done, yeah.
In a bit, he's going to prove it. This guy comes up to him and wants him to do some tour for...
Wants to do war bonds.
Yes.
Sell war bonds.
So they do a little tour where he dresses up in a costume, dances with ladies. Well, he doesn't dance, but they have dancing ladies, and he's going to tour, make money, sell bonds.
Yeah, he's going in and saying some lines and stuff like that.
I love how when he gets out on stage, he's like, "I don't think I could do this." He's like, "Of course you can." And he gets him up there, and all his lines are in the back of his shield.
Yeah.
The little song that they sing, it's like, "Who today for America?"
Yeah.
And he's like, the bullet in a. How does it go? Buy a bullet in your best friend's gun. Something like that. I had it in my other notes and I left it.
You fucked it up.
But they toured, and I don't know if you noticed, there were some cuts in between too, where he was filming a movie, where they were walking on the little treadmill thing with the screen behind him, and then they cut, and it's like, "Rogers, don't look at the camera."
He keeps looking at the camera.
But
stupid.
And there's a scene, too, where he's giving an autograph to a young lady in a red dress. I forgot to write the actress's name down, but she's the actress that ends up playing Peter Quill's mom in the first two Guardians.
Yes, that's right. I knew I saw her on something else, but I couldn't remember.
Could that be her great-grandma or her grandma?
There's a possibility. I mean, shit. They all tie in together somehow, so you never know.
But and I also love in the play too, where he's starting to memorize everything now because he's done it so much.
Yeah,
like a couple hundred shows, and then they have that dude dressed like Hitler sneaking behind the girls.
Yeah,
and all the kids are like, "Look behind you!" and then he's about to get him, and he punches him in the face over and over.
Yeah.
And
it's so stupid.
God.
But hey, that was back in 1944. I mean,
and then they have like the movie where he's running and shooting, and people are in the crowd cheering, and he's sitting there like with a little smile on his face. I thought that was really cool. But and I also love how it's like the song ends because it's one of those things that it's a montage that it plays in the background, and then it ends. And it cuts to him at the war where everyone is. He's like, "Who wants to help me sock old Adolf in the jaw?" And it cuts to the crowd, and they're just like,
that's right.
So he, and it's the same dude from earlier trying to tell him something in the crowd. He's like, "I need a volunteer. Who wants to volunteer?" And someone goes, "I already volunteered. How do you think I got here?" And someone moons him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys, we're on the same team. And then they start throwing tomatoes at him, like, "Bring out the girls." He's like, "I think they only know the one song, but all right." So they get him out. They're throwing tomatoes. And who brings tomatoes to a show like that? That's what I never understood growing up.
What are you talking about? Whenever they throw stuff at people on stage or whatever, like hecklers and all that. Like are you?
Like, what are you doing?
Is this like predetermined or something? Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you have vegetables in your fucking jacket or whatever?
So he's sitting down. He's all sad, and he's drawing a little monkey, performing monkey on the thing. It's supposed to be him.
Yep.
And Peggy comes up, and they reminisce, and she realizes he realizes the 107th hasn't returned,
right? Which
is what Bucky is a part of. So he goes to tell Colonel Phillips, and he's like, "Sir, I need to know." And he's like, "The name sounds familiar." He's like, "I'm sorry," and he's like, he wants to go help, and he's like, "Is there anything we could do to save him?" Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, it's called winning the war." And he gets he gets upset with him. He calls him a choir girl.
Yeah.
And so he looks at the map, and then he prepares to leave. He's going to do it himself. Takes the metal helmet with the A from the girls, and dresses up in his suit, and he's wearing a brown leather jacket, which is a cool look, by the way.
It really was.
That helmet, that suit with the jacket,
brown jacket, that awesome. Was pretty cool. Yeah.
So Peggy convinces Stark to fly him out there, and he's going to go rescue him. And then Stark mentions fondue, and Steve has no idea what that is, so he thinks it's something sexual towards Peggy. Yeah. And she gives him a little thing to radio in whenever he's ready, and she says, "I
forgot what she said."
No, she's like, "You can't." He's like, "I need you to do this. Go around." She's like, "You can't give me orders." He's like, "Of course I can. I'm a captain." And he jumps out of the plane.
Yeah, that's right.
And he gets in there, and he's trying to break into the place, but he jumps into the back of these cars, and I call this the cartoon fight because he jumps into one of those trucks that has the thing over it.
Yeah.
And there's two enemies in it, and if you notice, the roof kind of pokes. In cartoons when they're fighting in something, and you see bumps and stuff. It was almost like that.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. So he ends up getting in there, and make a long story short, he sneaks in there, knocks out a couple people, but you come across the Neil McDonough's crew. Dum Dum Dugan is his character's name. It was just a weird name, but
hey, it fits.
He's like, one of these days I'm gonna have a stick of my own because he knocked off his helmet.
That's right.
And then he ends up saving them, and they're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Captain America," and they're asking where soldiers are. He's looking for a Bucky Barnes, and he says that whoever they take them that way, but whoever they take right there doesn't come back. And so he's about to go, and they're like, "Wait, can you do this alone?" And he goes, "Of course I can. I've knocked out Adolf Hitler over 200 times." He goes down the hall, and he finds the room where Bucky's in. And Bucky's shocked to see Steve bigger and more muscular. So he's like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "I joined the army." But he sees a map on the wall. He only sees it for a split second, but it's locations of bases, and he must have some kind of photographic memory. He didn't look at it very long. And
no, he didn't. He just looked at it real quick, and that was it. He
got out of there.
Everything.
It's like, did it hurt? Like, a little. He's like, is it permanent? He's like, so far. So they're trying to get out of there. And then they get the other guys out of there. Some die, but they all come out and they're taken out, and they get into the tanks, just shooting things. They're all the guys that he helped escape. They're trying to get out of there, and then Steve and Bucky go up to a thing, and they're trying to get across, but they end up running into Schmidt and Arnim Zola, and they get in the fight, and he punches him, and you see his face is messed up.
Yeah.
It's like, uh-oh, it's about to happen. So he's talking to him, and then he rips off the top of his face. It's not a real face. Yeah, because he rips it off, and then there you see the red skull, finally. He just throws the stuff down. I guess, it's funny. This is a part of the movie where they reveal what the character looks like, and then he never goes back to the other look. He stays like that, yeah. But yeah, there's at least a year that passes in time. Yeah, from him doing the tours to like this part where months pass of them hunting down the bases.
Yeah, I just
so it has to be at least a year.
I just couldn't remember. It had to have been like late 43.
Because I know they didn't do it all in a week. Started. There was no way they did it all in a week.
No, there's no way. It had no.
But Red Skull punches the shield, and he leaves a dent. He realizes how strong he is, And then they split apart. Well, that's what he did whenever he was revealing himself. But him and Zola get out of there, and Bucky and Steve are trying to escape. And Red Skull gives Arnim Zola the keys to his car, and he takes the rocket. So he drives off, and then he flies off. Then they're getting out of there, and they get across. Bucky gets across, but the thing falls. So Steve does the jump, but the fire goes around him, and it's a cool shot, but it makes you think that he's dead.
And he comes right out through it. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
He says it has Phillips reading out the thing. The guy typing it, like, Rogers is killed in action, and he's upset at Peggy that made him do that, and he where are we? And then you hear some commotion, and Phillips is like, "What's that?" And you see them walking up the hill, and it's Steve with everyone he saved. He saved the day, and he's like, "I'd like to turn myself in." He's like, "That won't be necessary." And Peggy smiles at him, and then Bucky's like, "Let's hear it for Captain America!" They all cheering and stuff. Like, it's a cool scene. I like it.
It really was.
And he's getting an award. It's like, Steve Rogers, and he looks, and some little dude comes up, and it's Stan Lee cameo. He's like, I thought he'd be taller.
Yeah. I always liked Stan Lee's cameo appearances.
I wish they could do something like still with him. I think what they should have done is filmed scenes with him. Like, I wouldn't say nonstop, but at least for a while, because his cameos are quick, and then you can literally add that into a movie. Any kind of thing,
One of my favorites was, "What? You never seen an alien spaceship before?" Or however he said that on
we'll get to that. I know
it was so funny.
So Steve is showing them all the coordinates of where they're hiding because he remembered somehow. And he's supposed to meet Peggy the next day, and he's waiting for her. And Natalie Dormer shows up, but she's another babe.
She is
also in Game of Thrones. Kisses him, and then she sees him.
She was being a hoe.
Yeah, for show.
For show.
Yeah, and Peggy's mad. So he's like, "How do you know that you two weren't fondueing?" And, so he goes to Stark, and then Stark's like, "It's just cheese and bread, my friend." And he's trying to say, "I know you like your shield, but I got some other options right here." And then he shows him a circular shield. What's that? He says, "That's made of the rarest metal on Earth. What you're holding, that's it." Which we'll find out that there's more.
There was a point, but I can't remember exactly what part it was, where they catch Steve Rogers drinking.
They didn't catch him. He's drinking.
Not catching him, but they saw him. He was by himself and was drinking.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
He grabs the shield and he's like, "I want this." And he also has an idea for a suit, but he shows Peggy. He's like, "What do you think?" And she grabs his gun, shoots it like 4 or 5 times.
Yes.
I think it works.
Yeah,
she's all upset.
She was pissed. Like,
"Oh, shut up!" Like he's with you.
Well, if you like him, then say something. Shit.
Yeah. And so we get a montage of them destroying the hideouts. A bunch of cool shots. Bucky snipes the guy.
Yeah.
And he waves at him. And, explosions. And then my favorite thing is when he gets onto that tank, breaks the thing with his shield, throws the guy out, throws the bombs in, and does that jump off where he's like...
Yeah.
With the explosion. I like that shot.
Yeah, I've always liked shots like that.
And then, once we get that, we get to the train. They're trying to make it on this train because apparently Arnim Zola's on the train.
Yep.
When they get down there, it's Steve and Bucky. Everyone's supposed to come in later. And then when they get in there, they're getting attacked. And shit happens.
So I think
the door gets blown off the thing.
Yeah, the door gets blown off, yeah.
The shield drops, but the guy's still shooting. And so Bucky grabs the shield, which is an Easter egg because Bucky used the shield for a while as Captain America in the comics. But he grabs the shield, but he gets shot and it falls. It grabs onto the thing, but Steve's trying to get him, but he ends up falling and presumed dead. Presumed dead. We'll get there.
Dead.
We're almost there. I'm talking about movie-wise. We're almost there.
I know.
Yeah. And they get to the front and they capture Zola. And I like how they're interrogating him.
Yeah.
With that awesome-looking piece of steak. Is it just me, or did that steak that he tried to give him look awesome?
Yeah.
It looked delicious.
It did. Like, for real.
Like, cooked cooked perfect. And it was just like a circular, like
it looked really good.
But he don't eat meat because it doesn't agree with him.
Because he's a queer. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Them queers.
Fucking queers.
So Arnim ends up telling him where the main base is, but this is the scene where Steve's drinking by himself in an old bar. And he says that like his metabolism is fast.
It burns off the alcohol. Yeah, he can't get drunk.
He can't get drunk. Yep. He's just upset. You can't blame himself. It wasn't him that did it, but
naturally he is going to blame himself because he couldn't hold on to his friend.
And this scene where he's preparing his army, where it has like the big plane behind him.
Yeah.
And I noticed this shot too. Like, okay, real quick though, the formula messed up his face.
Yeah,
and it's like, is it just his face? Because if you notice, he's kind of wearing a black, like, kind of button-up shirt.
Yeah,
and I think like right here, it's red also.
Well, like basically,
and he's always wearing gloves.
Body, yeah.
He's not. You never see his hands.
You never see his hands. You barely see anything below his head.
Yeah. So it's like, did it affect everything,
or just certain parts of his body? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're and they want to figure out how to get there. So it's like, we're going through the front door. Like, they don't expect it, so we're going to go through the front door. So Steve drives a motorcycle in there and takes a lot of them out with a bunch of shield action, that was pretty awesome. We've seen his shield many, many times in these movies, and I still don't understand how it fucking works. He uses it to ricochet, which it's cool, but it's also like, that thing does not, like Spider-Man says in Civil War. I know we're not there yet, but he says that thing does not defy the law of physics at all. So, yeah. Anyway, he gets caught, brought up to Red Skull's place, and before that, when he's knocking people off with the shield while he's driving the not the forklift, the motorcycle. You knock someone down, you hear the Wilhelm scream.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! That scream that's popular in a lot of movies they like to use. I want to try
or something like that. I don't remember.
We're gonna talk about that one day. I'd like to write down like certain what certain things are from. That'd be a good idea for a video.
Yeah,
I'll think about that later. But so Steve gets caught, and he's in there with him, and he's like, "What?" Red Skull's like, "What's so special about you?" He's like, "Nothing. I'm just a kid from Brooklyn." And he punches him in the face. And at that time, the other Howling Commandos, which we forgot that he created a group with the people that he rescued, like Dum Dum Dugan and basically everyone that was in that cell that he saved. His Howling Commandos is what he called
like a task force. Yeah.
So, and they help him. They get in there, and people are dying, getting shot, and Red Skull ends up escaping, so Captain America chases him. Then, I just realized that I forgot to put the movie up right now. Real quick, the proverbial shot. I'll put that in there. Yeah.
Forgot to put it in there.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. It's fine. It's okay. No big deal.
Stupid. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
So yeah, you got Colonel Phillips and Peggy are trying to help him. They end up showing up, and he chases him, Red Skull, down the hall, and he ends up getting to his big plane, and he's trying to take off. He gets going, he's trying to run, but he's just too fast.
He's not fast.
And so, Colonel Phillips shows up in his awesome car with Peggy in the back, and they're driving as fast as they can to get there. And he's about to jump off, and Peggy leans over. This is my favorite line in the movie. Yep. Hold on. This is my favorite line when she's like, "Good luck," grabs him and kisses him, and he's shocked.
And he looks at Cap. Yeah,
he's like, "I'm not kissing you."
He goes, "I'm not kissing you."
That's my favorite line in the movie. And he gets in there.
But it's funny because she kisses him, good luck, and he looks straight at him like it's your turn now.
Your turn. Like, I'm not kidding. I
ain't kissing you.
And he gets up on there. He gets into the plane, and he fights off a bunch of guys, and he sees a lot of these little plane bomber things.
He kicks the piss out of them.
Kicks the guy. Like, he ends up opening the thing because he sees all these little bombers.
Yeah,
that are like some cities on them. They're supposed to drive off. That's what they were for. Yeah. But he opens the thing. Some of them get dropped, and he kicks one dude out, and he just and he ends up getting in one.
Yeah.
Well, trying to get into one where a guy is in it, and he gets the guy out as they're going down, and he comes up and gets caught up in the propellers. You see the red mist.
That was like the most blood you see in the movie.
Yeah. And he flies that little plane back into the plane.
Like, just smashes right into it. Bow.
And goes after Red Skull. They start to fight, and he shows him where the Tesseract is, and he explains it's powered. He wants to be a god. And they're beating the shit out of each other, and they break the controls so the plane can't fly much further. So Red Skull, he gets he grabs the Tesseract because it's about to fall out, and he's holding it. The sky opens up, and it looks like space, and which we will find out what it's for later.
We'll find out later. Yep.
And it looks like he's disintegrating, and he just screams and then just shoots up. And it's like, is that the last we'll see of him?
Don't know.
Maybe. Don't know.
Maybe. Don't know. So stupid.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So I was about to say Peter. Steve goes to try to fly the plane or try to get
it working.
Try to get it working, but it doesn't work. And Peggy gets a hold of him through there.
And it's heading straight towards New York City.
So he's like, I got to put it in the water. She's like, we could think of something. It'll be fine. And he's like, no, there's no time. And it's almost kind of sad. You know?
Honestly, yeah, because that's the last she's going to hear of him.
And they're promising them a dance.
Yeah, you say that dance for me. Or she said
next
you owe
week
me a
on
dance.
the 7th or something. And
yeah.
He's like, you're going to have to teach me. And she's like, I'll teach you. She's like, he said, because I don't want to have to step on your, and then it cuts off. Yeah,
cuts off.
And she's sad. Phillips is in the back. You can see him. He's not crying, but he's
getting misty-eyed a little bit.
And then they show that kind of fall. You know, it's in there. But also too, when Red Skull disappeared, the Tesseract dropped and it hit the metal of the plane and it burnt through.
Yeah.
And it fell down somewheres. And Stark ends up finding it, but they're at the same time still looking for Steve, which I don't understand. Like, he was not that far from it.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah,
like he they knew where his location was whenever he put the plane in the water. The Tesseract was not that far from it. Why did it take 70 years?
I don't get it. It's fine. It doesn't ruin the movie for me, but it's just one of those head scratchers.
Yeah.
So Steve wakes up in a hospital room. You hear a game going on, definitely from the
40s.
Yeah, definitely from the early times. You could tell by the announcers. You know, they're the old school announcers.
But I love how quickly he figures it out.
Yeah, so he's confused, and then a nurse comes in, and he's like, "Where am I?" And she explains to him. He's like, "No, but where am I?" She's confused. He's like, "The game, it's from 1930 something." That's what it said. I know because I was there
with my dad. Yeah.
So she's pressing the panic button behind him, and you see some military guys come in. It's like, Mr. Rogers, please calm down. Then they fly through the wall, and then he comes out, and you realize that it's in a little fake room. And then he runs out into an office, like a front lobby of a place.
Front lobby,
and then he busts out on the streets of New York, and it's
bunch of
present day, all the signs he's running, that spinning shot where he's like trying to look, while at the same time, the cops are kind of coming behind him, and all of a sudden you hear a voice, and it's Nick Fury.
Old Sam Jackson.
Old Sam Jackson appears once again, and he hold on, I'm at the end, and Nick says, "You've been asleep, Cap, for almost 70 years." And the shock on his face, and he's like, "Are you okay? No, are you all right?"
Yeah, are you all right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I had a date.
Yep.
Credits, roll credits, and we also get a post-credit plus trailer. It starts off with Steve punching a punching bag.
Yeah.
It ends up knocking it off and then
busting it all to shit. Yep.
Fury comes up to him and he's like, "You got a mission for me?" He's like, "Yeah." And he says something, "Protect the world." He's like, trying to save it.
I love how whenever he's talking to him, he just goes and grabs another punching bag, like 100-pound punching bag, just grabs it like it's nothing, hangs it up like damn. You don't remember that? He just goes and grabs that son of a bitch, and
Was that in the movie or was it in the Avengers?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was in the. It might have been.
I think maybe you remember. I know he punched it off. They showed that, and I think he hooked up another one.
Yeah, but I thought that was in the post credits after. Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, anyway, yeah. So he says he's trying to save it, and then we get a teaser for the Avengers. Really awesome shots. And a lot of it was, of course, in the movie. And, yeah.
That's it.
That's Captain America, the first Avenger.
Great movie.
This movie,
first time I saw it.
I'm going to be honest. When I first saw it, I thought it was okay. It was still a cool movie. A lot of great parts.
I thought it was a great movie. I mean,
But-
that's just me.
No, just like it almost felt rushed. Like
Yeah,
getting to certain
a little
things
bit.
faster than they should have.
Yeah, like they should have took their time a little bit more.
But rewatching it several times,
It started
I
to
think
kind
it-
of fall into place.
I think it falls into place perfect.
But it still did get rushed a little bit.
Yeah, especially Steve and Peggy's relationship.
Yeah.
Because there's some time passing, like with some montages.
Yes.
But you don't know what they're doing in between.
Right.
You know what I mean?
exactly. That's why it felt rushed to me. Just a little bit.
Still a good movie, though.
Yeah.
So here we are, Corbett, at the end.
All right.
You want to go first?
Okay. Overall, the movie was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. I love the fact that it was based in the 40s. I've always enjoyed movies like that were based years and years and years ago. I've always enjoyed that. But because I felt like it was rushed on some parts, I'm going to give it a 6.5.
You can give it 6.5. I feel the same way.
Okay.
However, Captain America is like my top 3 favorite heroes.
Okay.
I'm going to go a whole entire point thing above you.
8.5?
No, 7.5.
Oh, 7.5. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yes,
My math ain't mathing right. Sorry.
it's all good. No worries. Yeah, this movie is fun. No matter what you think about it, it's a fun origin story.
It
Period
was.
piece. Definitely recommend Captain America: The First Avenger. And now we're getting towards the end of Phase 1, where the next movie that we're going to talk about in the MCU is The Avengers from 2012.
Da, da, da.
I don't know why I did that.
It's fucking weird. What else is
Yeah,
it?
there's a lot of weirdness here. Yeah, so that is it. Definitely check out Captain America: The First Avenger from 2011.
2011. I was 21 years old.
I was about
God, I'm
26.
old. Getting old.
We're all getting old. Just another year closer to death. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. This one is a little longer, but just
Get over it.
get over it. It's fine. You're listening to us. You don't need to watch us. Listen to us in the background. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we will
Tell your friends about it.
tell us, like we say, tell your friends and tell your enemies too. They may just comment negative, but who cares?
Hey, you
But
still
try to
watching
be
it.
positive,
You're
you know?
still watching it, so
Yeah,
you know
still
what?
watched it. But thank you, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.